our new program from T3 called Sukshma Shakti for Women Empowerment by Women. In this program, we'll be discussing about the challenges women are facing in their day-to-day life. We will be going to have a panel of women who will be sharing their experiences and solutions through Sukshma realizations. Now, I would like to welcome Sudhanya, who is our panel member. Sudhanya is a student of Sunita Amma, who has been practicing Sukshma meditation since 2 decades. Sudhanya is a phenomenal Bharatanatyam dancer and also an artistic director of Sudhanya Dance Academy. She is very active in the community, sharing ancient dance art form with people across the globe. Together, we're going to share with you the essence of Sukshma Shakti. So, Sudhanya, can you please help us understand what is Sukshma Shakti?
Sukshma Shakti, as 2 words, if one wants to realize it, I would be happy to share the literal meaning, though the deeper meaning goes way beyond. Sukshma is subtle, micro, and Shakti is energy. Now, to go deeper into the understanding of subtle and micro, these are just simple words. But what we always experience in our life is we want to show our strength. We talk about, women's power. Women are stronger. But what we always not forget, but don't pay attention to, is that energy that brings that strength out within us, or the power that we talk about. And I think that micro, that subtle sukshma energy that we have, the Shakti, the energy that we have within us, is what leads us to who we are today. So for me, that is Sukshma Shakti. It is part of my existence. It's something that if I don't have it, I don't know who I am. So this is something every woman, every girl, every human being has to realize, that deep within them, they have that micro Shakti, the micro energy that lifts the strength within you, that lifts who you are, or what you are, or who you are to this world. So that is Sukshma Shakti to me.
Thank you very much for the amazing introduction, Sudhanya. Yes, I agree. Sukshma Shakti is the very source of our life. In fact, it is the omnipresent, the omniscient, and omnipotent energy.
Yes, absolutely. I agree with you. And it's always around us, it's deep within us. We see that all the time in the nature. Like we always talk about 5 elements, Pancha Mahabhuta, as we always call them, like the sky, the earth, the fire, the water, and air. These 5 elements that are around us, they're also within us. One has to understand how they live in us, how we connect to them. They are in us, so we have to connect to them. For that particular connection, again, like we all know, we need, we all study about science and everything, connection and the energy that flows. But the same energy within us is what is going to connect us again to that nature outside and to the nature within us.
Yes, Sudhanya, we use those 5 elements to create energy to perform our day-to-day duties. We use that one energy in many ways in our daily life. We start our day with taking care of ourselves, our family, our home, and work. For that, we need physical energy. While we're doing these activities, we need focus and concentration. For that, we need mental energy. We also build relationships for which we need emotional energy. While we use all these energies, by end of the day, we get exhausted. We eat food to recoup the physical energy, but how do we recoup our mental and emotional energy? For that, we need spiritual energy. And spiritual energy is nothing but Sukshma Shakti.
I 100% agree with you. The physical energy, the spiritual and physical energy, mental energy. Then we talk about emotional energy, as well as spiritual energy. Now, here's the fun part. Like we talk about physical, we never talk about emotional energy. We all just think that we shouldn't be we shouldn't be so sensitive. You have to be mentally, physically, emotionally strong. We only say it in this sentence. But what we need to focus on is that energy that we need to be strong is within us.
Mm-hmm.
We have to evoke that. We have to, we have to say, wake up, wake up. You are inside me. And that means, what are we doing? We are connecting ourselves to ourselves.
To ourselves, yeah.
And that's exactly what Sukshma Shakti is, or Sukshma meditation, whichever way people want to say it.
Mm-hmm.
But that Sukshma that resides within us is very important to be always awake. If that, as we say, you couldn't be lazy enough to say, okay, one day it will happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's not going to happen. One has to be constantly aware, alert, and be connected.
Mm-hmm.
Then only the bridge is built,
Mm-hmm.
on a physical level, on a mental level, on an emotional level, and as well as that leads to the spiritual level. Now, I would like to say one point is, spiritual doesn't mean in a religious way. It's the spirituality or the spiritual here, which means it's our true self, who we are, to ourselves. And I think that is what Sukshma Shakti is. It ties ties us to us through these 4 different energies.
Yes.
And that's the balance that we get.
As always, Amma says, A to A, Meena to Meena, Sudhanya to Sudhanya.
Yes. It is to hear this sentence, in day-to-day life, when you say it's Sudnyas to Sudnya, Minas to Mina, we don't talk, we don't think this way. Yeah. But yes, we always say, I want to be happy. I always want to be happy. But what is that I? There is a name to that I. Means what? That Sudnya wants to be happy, that Meena wants to be happy. So then call out your name. Calling out your name is also one of the energy. We always tell others our name. We need to tell ourselves.
Yeah, we are pointing to ourselves so that we can elevate.
Yes, elevate our energies within us, energy which elevates all kinds of strengths within you.
I agree. So Sudhanya, how do you use this Sukshma Shakti in your day-to-day life? Can you share your experience?
Wow, that's beautiful. Thank you for that question, because I'm always eager to share this. Sukshma has given me so much of energy on all these 4 levels. As I'm an artist, I'm a performer. So on my professional level, it certainly gives me a lot of physical energy. But in our day-to-day life as well, we have so much to accomplish from the moment we wake up to the moment we go back to bed, that to keep up with that energy without feeling tired, which is impossible. But even in tiredness, if you can feel that I'm still energetic, rarely we get that feeling that one is tired and you actually can feel energized while feeling tired. That is Sukshma, because the awareness, what, I'm just feeling tired, but all I have to do is just take a deep breath, as what any person will say. But when you take it the Sukshma way, it not only just doubles, it's infinite number of energy degrees that you get.
Yeah.
Just one way of breathing exercise that you might do. So that is one way of coping in a physical level. On mental level, so many things you hear nowadays, especially in the given situation, it is so hard to kind of keep your mental balance, because you're constantly hearing something or the other thing happening around you, which may hurt you, or may even think, are we even safe right now, just for the given moment? Do we feel safe to step out? Do we feel safe to do this? Your family is going to step out, your kids are going to step out. There is a constant fear somewhere back of our mind. So that has affected us right now. Yeah. And it affects us in various levels with different emotions, right? So that, as mentally. Now, how to keep that balance as well? Again, if you feel that strength within you, then that I personally feel that Mandasmita, the gentle smile on your face, can take away all the stress in your mind. So they always say the stress could be way back of my mind here, but that smile on my face is taking away all the pain, all the stress that I may get mentally exhausted with. So physically, it makes me move a lot, gets me going everywhere. Mentally, with a smile, I can face any fears, any challenges. And then when it comes to emotional level, relationships, you always have relation. Even with your pet, you have a relationship.
Yeah.
And if something happens to your pet, you automatically it affects you. So when emotion also right now, as each human being goes through ups and downs, um, there the simple thing connecting you to yourself is such a lovely kind of tool that Sukshma gives you to make yourself that energized person, that you will never feel weak, you will never feel low, you'll never feel any kind of negativity. So if emotionally you're strong, then so the other person might be sensitive, might be whichever way, you are also able to transform that person to a positive level, or that as a stronger level. And I think that is the emotional capacity that you get through Sukshma, to not only hold yourself strong but to also help others with empathizing with them. The empathy word really stays with you, like you grow into it, and you want others to grow with it too. So that's one thing that I've felt. So then when I have got my physical energy going, very well, I've got my mental health really going well, and I've got my emotions really, I'm not going to say 100% always, but I'm able to control them. I know when I'm going to, going down, and I can actually control myself.
I agree to you. As you told, many of us won't, connect to our true self. In fact, we get, dwelling with other things, surroundings, and other people, and what we can give to people, other person, and forget ourselves, right? So that's a very good point. And what Sukshma does is it points to yourself, saying Meena to Meena, and going within. And that's a wonderful thing. Nobody has, until I came to Sukshma, nobody told me you have to work within yourself.
No.
Don't look for things what you want in others. Look for the things what you want within, and you'll find everything. You'll be happy. And there's at most what we want. That's what we want, right? So yeah. And once I got into Sukshma, and this is my life has changed. I wake up. I'm a very late waking up person. Now I became an early bird after many years, of course, after practicing Sukshma for a long time. It took time. I took time.
Yes, of course it does.
It's a lot of time, but I don't regret. It's not too late, but now I'm very happy, like waking up early, doing my yoga and meditation, my Sukshma meditation, and cleansing my mind and body. And basically, we collect a lot of thoughts every day. With this mind is wandering here and there, and we think good, bad, everything. We judge people, and we get confused, like we get obsessed what we want, and all those thoughts we need to cleanse. So like a white man, we have to wash our clothes every day. So how we wash our clothes, we have to wash our mind and make it as a white cloth, and we are ready for the day. And even for the next in the end of the day too, I do my meditation, clean it, and I'm ready with a peaceful sleep.
Wow, so beautifully said. I mean, I think each one of us want to experience that of having, and Amma has given us such a beautiful routine and a very simple, as we always say, Sukshma is very subtle, very simple. It's nothing, it's not very hard to follow. Though we all know that because of our previous kind of routines that we have built on our own, to break that routine and to follow Amma's routine, it takes a while. But Amma has a lot of patience, and that's what another thing she teaches. Be patient with yourself. Don't regret. That's fine. Just connect. connect to yourself, and you yourself will be able to have this beautiful routine. And what you said is very true, having that white cloth, pure white cloth before going to bed, with no other attachments, colors, anything attached to you, which gives you a sound sleep, gives you a good feeling. And I think this is the resource, the precious resource that she has given us, is we ourselves to us. So I think we have, this is the essence of Sukshma that you and I have always experienced and want to share. So I guess, Meena, this is amazing. This is amazing.
Yes, it is. It's a very beautiful discussion, Sujanya. Thank you very much. And we'll come up with more topics for the audience, and we'll share experiences, Sukshma experiences through this program.